All right, there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rant and Chill. In this video, we're going to be chilling, hanging out together as fellow Love Bites fans, and asking ourselves, what is going on with the song Hammer of Wrath? This song is a very powerful, hard-hitting thrash masterpiece. It is a fan favorite. It is high up there, ranks very high, right? It's probably in your top 20, maybe in your top 10, maybe even your top 5. Hammer of Wrath is great. The lyrics of this song are just as good. The lyrics of the song, I think, match very well with the hard-hitting, brutal nature of that song, the brutal sound of it. But have you ever had a time to take a break from things to look at the lyrics? That's what we're going to be doing here today. And I've looked at these lyrics, and I think, really, honestly, it's very deliberate here. I think there's different ways you could take this, sure. I mean, with lyrics, you can interpret it in any sort of way. But for this, I think it's deliberate in that it is describing or illustrating for you a very brutal scene of judgment in another way, like a Judgment Day before Judgment Day. The song. This is, I mean, the Hammer of Wrath. That creates a powerful image in your mind, right? You picture the Hammer of Wrath. It probably is glowing red of because of fire. It's probably being used by some massive entity, whether it be like a being from the great beyond. Maybe it's a religious being like Satan or an angel or something. It is a powerful weapon used by a powerful entity to cast judgment in a very painful way, right? There's lines like "bring down justice to the wicked." It implies that this is going to be used to destroy, to just devastate those that probably deserve to be devastated. But there's something else going on in this song. There's like, while there is that judgment, there's also a sense that even the innocent will be part of the carnage. They will not even be spared. Like, this isn't really Judgment Day. This is more like annihilation. This is more like a god being just wiping the slate clean with fire, with a hammer, because of reasons that are in this song, actually. It opens up with this, and you can bring up the lyrics yourself. You can read along together. Obviously, keep this video in another tab or whatever it is you're doing. Hi, guys. Breaking the fourth wall. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. It starts with, "What's the worst way to die?" Ooh, okay. Those words delivered by Sweet Asami, it's kind of hard to really take the heaviness of that very serious. But okay, what's the worst way to die? Burning to death or drowning? Which is the worst way? And then this question is followed up with "everyone laughs in derision," and then "there's no hope at all." Now, this line, I'm a little confused. Everyone laughs in derision in response to the question? Like, hey, that's a strange thing to ask. Why would you be asking that? And then "there's no hope at all," being, I guess, the entity that did ask that question was serious. And I was giving them, I guess humans, the choice. And they thought it was a silly question. And this being that's here to deliver this judgment does not have time for little jokes and laughter and little things like that. No, the time for nonsense is over. It's time for business. And then it goes into, why is the world rotting away? Okay, howling in pain, they slowly die. All of the sorrow is murderous, the insanity. Now, you could look at this different ways. You could, like, why is the world rotting away? Howling in pain, they slowly die. All the sorrow is murderous, the insanity. I see that as whatever the character that Asami is singing for the main character here, our protagonist in this song here. I think could be asking itself these questions about what it sees when it's observing us. Okay, or it could be observing the carnage it had already inflicted. It depends on where you think, uh, you know, where you place the events of this song. But I'm going to go with whatever being this is, and I do think it's this. Okay, I do think you may disagree on the religious part, and that's fine. That's fine. Though there are words like angel, hell, God, and stuff like that in here. So there is an argument to be made about using those religious words, and I don't think it was by accident. And when I say religious, I'm not saying they're devout or anything like that. I'm just saying they could be having fun with it, could be creating a very wicked, awesome image for your mind of like just this hellscape. This just uh, you by including very grand figures that have a very symbolic meaning to, well, pretty much all of humanity. There's one thing that all of humanity, various cultures and tribes and customs and all that shares this feeling that there's some sort of supreme being from the great some sort of angels in some form, and some sort of afterlife, a good place, bad place. Maybe it's all the same. It all depends. But it's imagery that a lot of people can recognize, even atheists. So, and they may just recognize it because it looks cool. Okay, and it does look cool. It just sounds cool. Anyway, so I look at it this way. So far in the song is there's this being, and he's asking himself, why is the world rotting away? He just sees Earth as a miserable place, a tomb of misery. Okay, a rock of misery, I should say. And he hears them in the next phrase here. They're calling me, burn up. It's do or die, burn up. Get ready for hell. Bring down justice to the wicked. Now, this is why I think there is a main character to this song, and it's from its perspective here, because there's a whole me thing there, right? Okay, they're calling me. Who's calling me? The people. That's what implies, right? The people. Who are the people? Like everyone, I guess. Burn up. It's do or die. Burn up. Get ready for hell. So this person's bringing down the pain. This person is going to inflict a lot of harm with that hammer of wrath, so to speak, there. And it might actually be a literal hammer. Bring down justice to the wicked. Okay. All right. So it sounds like here that the wicked are going to be punished. But there's something else that comes up in these lyrics to say that there's a line here. I'll go ahead and skip there. Everyone knows they're innocent. What? Ooh, we'll get to that. All right. So it goes from bring down justice to the wicked. And it says, don't look away from the mistakes. Open your eyes and see the truth. The lightning cracks the blackened sky. Listen to the screams of distress. It's like a bad dream, but it's not. No way to get out. A living nightmare. Bring down the hammer of wrath. This right here, it's a lot of lines there, but I think it all works to re-emphasize, I guess the center point of this song is that this being is coming down to just devastate, bring the pain, so to speak, wipe the earth clean, wipe the slate clean with fire and brimstone, okay? And the whole, like, don't look away from the mistakes. Like, the reason why they're here is because of all the mistakes we have made, or the reason why this person's here in this, all the mistakes that have been made. So don't deny them. Don't try to look away. Time for that's over. Keep your eyes open. Know the truth, because it's coming. Listen to the screams of distress. It's like a bad dream, but it's not because it's reality. And there's no escape. And then we go into who will be the next to burn. God only knows the victim. That's an interesting line there. Who will be the next to burn? Okay. And there's other references to get ready for hell. It's do or die. Words of fire, right? Okay. And then we have who will be the next to burn. And then after that, you have God only knows the victim. So this being that is the main character, this creature, whatever it is, isn't God. It's not God casting down judgment. But it is definitely something from something that could bring the hell, that could bring the burn, that could bring the fires. It could be. This could be some sort of demonic entity, or some maybe it could be Satan, or whatever the equivalent would be. I mean, various cultures, whatever you believe in, I guess. I think it is applicable for this song here. Everyone knows that they are innocent. All the hope is gone. Now, this is interesting. Everyone knows they are innocent, but yet there's a thing about wicked in this. How does that work? Doesn't that cancel out? I don't think so. This is one of those things where they could both be true at the same time. Because even those that are wicked still believe that they're innocent in some ways, right? You've heard this many, many times. There's people who do horrible things to one another. There's people who do bad on someone purposefully, and they think they're justified because of X, Y, and Z. Well, they would think they're innocent in this. Well, why should they be punished by this entity? Okay? But regardless if you're wicked or innocent, it doesn't really matter here because everyone is, well, subject to being slaughtered in this massive burning of the Hammer of Wrath. All the hope is gone. And this is a very, very, very gruesome song, you think about it. And it is wiping everything. It's a complete annihilation. Let's see. Then we have who'll be the next to burn. We get back into that again. Nothing really changes there. Who'll be the next to burn? God only knows the victim. Okay, once again, we're going back to that. That's important there. I think going back to that kind of reminds us of what's here, what's going on with the song. Oh, my bad. Oh, I backed up a little bit. Let's see. That's right, we did who'll be the next to burn. And then we go from there to in despair they pass away. There was no hope to begin with. Even the angels are giving up, looking down on us. Okay. Now, so there's another symbol of another religious symbol being used here. Is that by mistake? Is that a coincidence? Is that like supposed to be like a metaphor? Is that deliberate? What's going on here? No, you can take it any way you would like, right? You can interpret that in any way. But I think it really paints the picture here that in this devastation that is being brought, absolute despair, a lot of people are passing away in it. There's no hope. But to the point to where even angels, even those that would try to protect humans from this punishment, are not able to. They gave up. Now, the other line is, though, even the angels are giving up, looking down on us. Looking down on us. The main character is including itself in the us. What is the us? Now, here's a part of the song that's like, okay, well, there might be these religious symbols in this song. Maybe the main character of the song isn't a demon or from hell, like literally from hell. Maybe he's not Satan. Maybe it's another human being that just so happens to be in a position of power to deliver grand devastation. Maybe some massive bombs, massive warfare, whatever it is. And that the infliction of that, you think that maybe, hopefully, some beings from, that could protect, would try to protect, but it's just so much that they have given up. That's possible. I mean, definitely one of the questions I'm going to ask you guys for the comments is how do you look at this song? You think this is a song about a grand theatrical battle between heaven, earth, and hell? It sounds cool. It works well with this kind of metal. The imagery is very cool and wicked, man. Or could it really be about humans inflicting what would essentially be complete annihilation on one another to the point to where the angels can't help? If they even did exist, they just can't help at all because it's gone too far. It's possible that the song's like that, because once we go back into this light here, why is the world rotting away? Hallowing in pain, they slowly die. All these sorrow is murderous. The insanity. We come back to this line, and I'm glad we do, and this time I am reading it in order here. Why is the world rotting away? This could be a question for, the main character recognizing that, the world, maybe he's a very cynical nihilist that sees the world deserving of the pain he's inflicting. And hallowing in pain, they slowly die. All the sorrow is murderous, implying that the sorrow that he is delivering, or the devastation he's delivering, and the sorrow that is coming out from that is murderous. Maybe he's committing acts of murder on a grand scale. Or it could be that the world is engulfed in sorrow that is murderous, and because of that, he feels like it is justified for him to bring the Hammer of Wrath. Because once again, we go back into, I believe, the chorus area where they're calling me, burn up. It's do or die, burn up, get ready for hell, bring down justice to the wicked. I mean, whatever this main character is, whether it's some sort of demon, some sort of celestial being from the great beyond, whether it's some sort of maybe a Lovecraftian thing, there's not really any Lovecraft here. This is more this. If there's any sort of fantastical creature thing, I would lean it to be more like an angel or demon or something like that. Okay. It could be that. It could be a human being that just has the capability of this. Whatever it is, they feel like they're being called upon to do this. They feel like the Hammer of Wrath that they're about to bring down is justified. Then it ends with, don't look away from the mistakes. Once again, repeating this. Hey, whatever it is that's afflicting this judgment, you deserved it. Don't look away. Don't ignore it. Open your eyes. See the truth. When lightning cracks the blackened sky, listen to the screams of distress. Listen to it. It's like a bad dream, but it's not. It's reality. No way to get out. It's a living nightmare. Bring down the Hammer of Wrath. Bring down the Hammer of Wrath. A call of judgment. A call of the end days. I don't know what it, like in Japanese culture, like what the end days look like for them. I'm not sure there's like a grand like a biblical version of that. But as someone from obviously America, from the West, a country that is, or I guess Christian symbols are very, very strong, and then you'll see Christian symbols in Japan as well. And the imagery of hell, demons, devils, heaven, angels, and an earth in between. The imagery is so strong here, and it could be that. It could be. Or it could also be a way, a metaphor for acts that are inflicted by, well, humans that are capable of doing this sort of thing. That sounds like complete devastation, annihilation. It is a very strong song and very strong lyrics to go with it. I just want to know what you guys think now. Let me know in the comments section. I'll try to hang out in there and be part of that conversation, okay? That said, you guys take it easy and have a good one.